Holy calamity, scream insanity. Hopefully, you're gonna be another big fan of me. Break. Check it out. I'm 20 Insanity. This is Scream Insanity number 23. It is Edvard Munch's birthday, December 12th. He was born in 1863. He painted the Scream, his first version of the Scream motif, in 1893. I've got this big honking plushie. It's very cumbersome. And it's from Japan. That's interesting. Okay, all the objects we're talking about today are from Japan. My God, the glare. All right, so the Scream, the 1910 version, was exhibited in Tokyo, I want to say 2019. This plush, this is the tag from the plush. I can't express how much I appreciate the fact that the tag is the size of a trading card. This was an official thing you could get during that exhibition. So at the Munch Museum, you can basically rent the Scream if you're in another country. This is I believe I'm certain it's the same version that was in the Netherlands. As usual, I'll put some supplemental information on the screen. Okay, these represent the two biggest franchises in the world, the most Ballerini toyetic properties in the world are number one, Pokemon, number two, Hello Kitty, Trump, Mickey Mouse, Trump, Star Wars, and Trump, Marvel, everything else. This little piece, this postcard, came out in 2013. It's part of a bigger set that would include, I think, Van Gogh and Da Vinci. I think there's a fourth one. I can't remember what the fourth one is. I'll put it on the screen. 2013. So before the visit of the Scream painting itself, the 1910 version, okay? So imagine saving up all your money to go to Oslo to see the Scream and go to the Munch Museum, and then they have it on loan somewhere else, which must cost a fortune for these places, these other museums and other countries to rent. But the thing is, they make their money back with associated merchandise. So I think the Pokemon promo cards came out in conjunction with that exhibit, as did this enormous plush. Now these, I should go and say these are not real. These are bootlegs, because the real ones cost thousands of dollars a piece. It is insane. I'll be looking at eBay for the Scream, the Scream of Nature, the Cry, the Shriek, the Scream, pop cultural merchandise, and I'm inundated with just the Pokemon. Thousands of dollars a piece at this point. But be careful there. There are bootlegs. Now these do have a special shine, which I hoped you could see to distinguish them from the real cards. And they were just promo cards given out at, the Pokemon Center when the Scream painting was in town. I think I don't know. But, these were like $2 a piece on AliExpress. I got two different sets, but they barely look different out here. So this has a shine. This has a shine and a texture. Now, I was reading, these 5 Pokemon were selected for this crossover, what do you call it, a collab, because they're like the Pokemon most likely to scream. I don't know that much about Pokemon. I do a Pokemon Day on the birthday, which is in February. So obviously we got Pikachu, I guess he's a screamer. Mimikyu, Eevee, Side Duck. And who's this? Rowlet. And again, you know, if you didn't hear me, these are reproductions, okay? Okay, final thing from Japan. This is called B-Side Label. It's a tiny sticker. I paid like $9 for this sticker. But B-Side Label, as far as I know, they just make stickers, and all the their conceit is this weird little man-looking face. I wish they had made it. Look, this guy can have a label, a tag, the size of a trading card, but B-Side Label can't even make their stickers like a little bit larger, be consistent with my collection. Anyway, that's all I got. Did I learn anything? I watch little documentaries on Edvard Munch all the time, and then I just forget stuff. You know, he had his demons, you know. When he was age 5, his mom died of tuberculosis. He had 4 other siblings. His older sister died when he was 14. She was 15. She died of tuberculosis. And then, you know, he battled alcohol and mental issues. And, you know, his dad was he was raised by his dad, you know, so his dad was a big Christian. He wanted Edward to be a doctor, I think. Oh yeah, his dad was a Christian military doctor. But Monk was like, no, I wanna travel and I wanna be an artist. Bohemian expressive artist. Let me know what all this says. And, you know, he lived for, I think, about 2 years in Paris. He lived about 3 years in Berlin. Born in Norway, moved back to Norway, died in Norway. And, of course, he never went to Japan. He never went to America. He never went to Peru. The reason I mention that is because some scholars think that the subject, even though the moment of the subject of the Scream of Nature is believed to be autobiographical, some think that he painted it in such this uncanny, androgynous way because it's based on a mummy he saw at the Paris Exposition. But he saw some Peruvian mummies. Okay. Very cool. National Edvard Munch Day, World Edvard Munch Day. Scream of Sanity 23, we out.